Hi guys, James here. Well, welcome to Baldy Goes Modworks. Yeah, we have an inbox review for you today. Now this kit came from one of my subscribers. Came from the lovely David Barbour. I put out a call on Moz's members only stream if anyone had got one. So David obliged and he sent me this along with another kit which I'll do an inbox review of later on. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. Anyhow, thank you David for this one. So obviously I've done a Typhoon I've done 3 times. I've done a Typhoon 3 times. I've done 2 in 1/48 and 1 in 1/20. I've done the big Airfix on the 1/24 scale, and I put some photos up along here or there, somewhere along the line. I'll probably forget in post production, but hey ho. Yeah. So box number A02041A. So that means it's a Reebox. Mk.1B. I think the main difference between the Mark 1A was the car door canopy. I noticed it had machine guns rather than cannon. Tooling 23. Decal scheme and pack design 2019. All your warnings. Suitable for 8 years plus. Choking hazard for 3 months on that side. Cartograph decals as well. This side got the two tiffies. Flying hours 1, skill level 1. Number of parts 74. So yeah, this is a bit like the Lysander. Obviously the Typhoon had a troubled history. Obviously they were known for the tail and tailplane coming off in flight. So initially, so obviously this is why it's got fish plates down the side. And then they discovered no, it wasn't that. It was the basic pilots were getting carbon monoxide poisoning. So a bit ups. So yeah, it became a very successful. It became a successful ground attack fighter. So that's enough gump from me. And then we have the bag of plastic. He had opened the box. I fact discovered he put that in there, hadn't he? So yep, I've got PE to contend with. That should be entertaining to do. And let's just see whether the seat size is okay, because I'll check it up on the kit one. I'll have that out there. The instructions and the decals. Yes, and I've got a masking set for this. CT mask. Masking set. So I'll put those in one of the boxes. Put the instructions on. We'll open up the bag. It looks as though this kit's been well looked after. Anyhow. So again, the generosity of the subscribers is fantastic to see. Oops. And as I didn't have anything, technically I did have something to do, but we've got rather a lot of painting to do. Now, lots of sprues here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues, 5 if you include the canopy. Put the canopy in, put the sprues in there, and then we'll have a look at instructions. So as I've said before many a time, the Typhoon may look like a Hawker Tempest, but they don't share any common parts aside from the engine, because Hawker used to do that. So all the warning, the information on the history, obviously there's only one left. Well, there are a couple being rebuilt as I speak, so including Typhoon Legacy out in Canada, where he's literally building the tooling as he's building the plane. So it's fascinating to see him work. Obviously, a little bit different from the instructions, a little bit different from the later ones. Obviously, building up the seat, paint colours called out, building up the instrument panel, decals on there, 3, putting the seat in and instrument panel. We've got an option because you can have a retracted tail wheel, so decide as you go along what you're going to do. Obviously the undercarriage bay is main part of the spar, so it's quite clever. Putting on the chin radiator with the bits and pieces on there, fitting that on one side. And then fitting the other side, fitting the figure if you want to do it. Then you've got a little option there whether you have the exhaust flap open or closed. Fitting the exhausts. Again, fitting the tail. So you've got a posable rudder. You haven't got posable tailplane, unfortunately. Again, oops. Options for drilling the rocket so open those holes out. Glazing for the landing light. Let's get this page open. And then this one is the you basically putting the machine gun bays in. We've got an option to open them up, so that could be interesting to do. I know I did that on the Hurricane. Putting the undercarriage legs on. Looks slightly simpler than the Tempest ones. Obviously, I'll do that after I've painted it anyway. You've got those pieces going on there for. You can use those bits for masking. Obviously, making note of the way the wheels go around for the weight on wheels. Putting the rocket rails on, or the bomb rails. Your rockets or your bombs. I think you've got one version of the bomb. You might have two. I'll have a look. It's probably the same as the big Tempest. Again, the prop, very similar in the way that's designed to the Tempest. Putting the canopy on. Put open and closed option there. And then we have the colour schemes. So we'll look at the A scheme, which is the scheme I like because it's blue. And obviously it's got the shark's mouth on it, and checkerboard tail stripe. World War 109, World War 1 blue. We've got to find out what colour that is closest to. Yeah, basically ocean grey, dark green and medium sea grey for the colour scheme. Again, not too many stencils on this. I do like quite imposing. Then you got this one's a D-Day version. So you've got the stripy bits there. So they got a bit carried away on the undercarriage and did them wrong there. I seem to remember that on the notes they said no, they didn't get it right. So yeah, it's a nice lot of instructions there. Let's have a look at the decals. Again, cartograph decals. You've got the D-Day stripes there. Obviously the teeth and the checkerboard there. And nice to notice in a couple of parts, so it makes it fairly straightforward to put on. Again, you've got the machine gun bits at the front. Yellows is done as decals. If you want to fit those on there, because it'll be fiddly, it's easier to paint it up. So again, all the decals there. Very nice that is too. Beautiful decals. I will say they are beautiful. Well, let's have a look at these sprues. Well, let's start at random. This is the B sprue. Again, this one has the one fuselage side, part of the cockpit on here. Again, the little fish plates round here. Rudder, prop, bombs, and the undercarriage doors. Again, you have the detail of the interior. Not you'll see a lot of it, fortunately, so they've done it a fairly sensible way. Again, there's no sink or anything. Yes, the ejector pins are a bit chunky, but you can deal with those, so it's not really a problem. Detail on the undercarriage bay is lovely. You've got nice little bits of hydraulic pipework going to the bits. A little bit of flash there. I'll take a few minutes to clean off with a knife. Very nice. Again, sprue points are on the prop, on the center hub of the prop, so you're not going to see that bit. So you're going to have to take that out very carefully. Remove that very carefully from the sprue. Very nice too. Alright, let's have a look at the C sprue. Underside of the wings and all the bits of detail. So you've got the bits for the bombs, the rockets. They're nicely moulded. Seat's lovely and moulded. Let's out of curiosity have a look at the seat. I'm eyeballing that. That's pretty much the same size. Now this is because we did the Nigel and I were doing the buddy build on the Hawker Typhoon, and I pointed out the seat was too big. Someone else pointed out if the seat was too big on that, so, and boy was Nigel made that seat up and it was massive. That looks okay. It's okay to me on that. So let's have a look at this one. This is the D sprue. Again, the wing tops. Interestingly, they haven't got a you've got to cut them out on the lines around there, so you've got to do it with the very carefully with a Olaf cutter, like one of these, or with a saw blade, like one of those. Can't see a problem with that. I'll probably do one wing with it open and leave the other one alone. So we'll see when I get around to building it. So that's the D sprue. And this is the, yeah, has a little bit of release agent on there, so I might have to wash this. This is another A sprue. Again, the machine gun base. Nice lot of detail in them. Obviously the wing fold mechanism, the door fold mechanism for the doors. So instead of being 4 parts, they've done it as one. So that's quite a nice touch. So in theory, you could cut them apart and do it as one bay. Undercarriage legs are nicely moulded, and the exhausts are. Figure ain't bad either. Very nice too. Again, the sprue gates. The sprue gates are on the internals of the gun, so that obviously cut them off and you don't have to worry about cleaning them up because they won't be seen. Or basically, you do have to clean them up, otherwise it won't fit together. Nice little bit of detail on the engine. Yeah, that would do very nicely. Very fine panel lineage there. And this is the glazing, which I shall open up just to check it. So now that's very nice. A little bit of distortion on the bubble canopy, but that's normal. Something this size, it's beautiful. Beautiful glazing on there. Very nice too. So that's a quick inbox review of Airfix's 1/72 scale Hawker Tempest. Oh, sorry, Hawker Typhoon. That's me dropped a cock up on this one, never mind. Thanks for watching, and thank you, David Barbour. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye for now.